Oh, there was a cough. Good evening. Hello.
You're so stupid.
Hey, I'm allowed to be stupid because it's our show, yeah? If that was someone else that was if it was someone else in the background, say we actually get somewhere and someone's actually there, then I'd be upset.
You said there was a cough. Okay, well, this is Alex and Kelly show. The show is called Human, actually. The show is called Human. But, we are host, Alex and Kelly. Feel free to
People are welcome to come on.
Tell them about the time zone thing. Tell them the reason that...
So, yeah, we're late because of the time difference. So, there's a massive time difference. And then I set my clocks differently anyway, so I don't really have a very good concept of time.
So you just Alex time? You just go by Alex time?
Well, there's actually a well-known time within certain community called Licks time. So, yeah.
Like
Licks, because we make up our own time. You find me an Alex that is good at timekeeping, and I will tell you that they weren't meant to be called an Alex, and there was an argument with their parents.
But what do they do in Licksville? In the Licks time zone? What exactly?
They just not a lot, to be honest. Not a lot. Unfortunately, everything's just chaos because nothing happens on time.
Okay, I would imagine there's a lot of licking going on.
No. Contrary to the belief, there's no licking at all. It's actually spelled L-I-X.
Oh, that makes it less fun. I don't care about that town.
Oh, sorry.
L-I-C-K-S.
No, L-I-C-K-S. Yeah. No, L-I-X.
I like that time zone. Okay, well, about the useless time zone, I don't care. So you want to tell them what we're doing first? Or do you want... Oh, no. So I'm Kelly Connection. This is Alex. Alex lives in England, and we just hang out on YouTube sometimes. And Suni's going to be here in America, and we're going to hang out in person
at some point, hopefully.
At some point, for sure. So we would actually like to start the show. Oh, also be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and share it if you have fun. If you want to enjoy our fun time with us, you're more than welcome to join our crazy. Okay. Good. So.
I want to hear from people if they agree or disagree. I don't mind. It's quite interesting. Other people's thoughts are always welcome.
Yes. And also, Alex hates when you use a British accent if you're not British. So that can't happen. Stop. I see your face. You literally hate it. Anyway, back to the reality. We're actually going to start off the show today with something a little fun. Alex doesn't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to do trivia.
We're going to be doing, well, it's questions, trivia questions that could be anything from anywhere in the world. Mine are a little bit more specific this year, but this week. But they'll be fun. It should be interesting. Mine have a point.
Mine don't. Mine are just random questions that I thought of, and I wanted to know if you knew the answer to. So, do you want to go, I go, or you want to ask all your 10 and then I ask all my 10? How do you want to do it?
I think you can ask all your 10, and then I'll ask all my 10, and then we'll say how many of them you got right.
Okay.
At the end.
Encourage the audience to participate because we can see you guys in the live chat here. So
where? Whoa. Wait. I might not have a second screen. Sorry. Okay, I can't actually see the live chat, but you can. So you can definitely participate still.
I would say if you're participating with us live and you get more questions right than we do, we'll get you a prize.
Wait, I'm not even getting a prize. Why are they getting a prize?
Whoever loses pays for the prize, so you better win.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope that Kelly loses, because if I lose, you're not getting anything. No, I'm joking. Okay, this sounds good. Yeah.
I'll let you go for it. You can ask your questions first.
No, it was your questions first, please. Yeah. Ladies first. If we say let's just let's kick that off, with you.
So I have a 10th question, and my 10th question goes into a video, which is it'll be our first topic kind of. So
ask me 9. I'll ask you 10, and then you can ask the last one at the end. Yes.
Done. Okay.
Well done.
All right.
Compromise.
I love that. Okay, so number 1. Who was the first U.S. president?
I love it. I love this. You know why I'm laughing? Because I was like, I really should brush up on a load of American trivia because I'm really gonna get quizzed here. But Washington.
Yes! Thank God, because I was like, let me start off easy for him.
Okay.
Okay, you got one right. Okay. Number 2, in a website browser address bar, what does www stand for?
World Wide Web.
Good job, Alex. Okay, you got 2 right.
Wow.
Number 3, this you should know. This you should know. Hopefully. Pocahontas.
You're not meant to be telling me the answers. You're meant to just be jotting them down.
Well, you got it right. If you get it right, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, I really appreciate it. Okay.
You're welcome. Okay, so Pocahontas, number 3. Pocahontas was baptized and given what English name? This is when she went over with John Smith and lived over there.
I'm gonna actually. I haven't watched the second Pocahontas, and I'm not gonna lie. As a child, I didn't like the first.
Oh my God!
So I've only seen half of that. So I guess I'm gonna say they gave her the name Kate.
And that is wrong. Okay. Next question. Moving on. Number 4.
That's embarrassing.
This is an animal question. What is the loudest animal on Earth?
Am I included? Myself.
All right, we're gonna mark that as a no. I'm going through mine quick. All right, number 5. Originally, Amazon only sold what product? You want a hint?
I want to. Yeah, I was gonna say. Pardon?
They still sell them now, but they do it in a Kindle form.
Oh, were they books? Amazon books. Yeah, thank you for that. That would have took me a second. Thank you.
Good job. All right, number 6. How many bones do sharks have?
I would say sharks don't have bones because they're made of cartilage, but.
Right. That's right. The answer is 0.
Okay, 0. Woo! Trick questions. Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay, Alex, you're doing pretty well. I did give you a hint on 1 though. All right, number 7. Who painted the Mona Lisa? You better get this right.
Was it Armand da Vinci?
Yes!
Hey, also trivia right now, it was closed off to the public because activists threw paint all over, threw something all over it again, but obviously it's got a protective screen that has been there since it was attacked by oil back in I think it was the 50s, and they had to do restoration because it was attacked by, it had an acid attack.
Isn't it in the Louvre? Located in
it's in the Louvre.
Have you been?
Yeah. I don't like the Louvre.
That's one of my my bucket list places I want to go.
Yeah, it's so it's lovely.
You were about to say something negative.
No, I genuinely just I guess everyone gets to make their own opinion of something, and I thought the painting was going to be a lot bigger.
Right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of women have that hope when they meet men.
Okay. Yeah, that's very true as well. Society's got a lot to answer for.
Yeah. Okay. Number 8. What is the fear of spiders called?
Oh, that's arachnophobia.
Good job. And then number 9. Which athlete has won the most Olympic medals?
Is it an Olympic swimmer for you guys? And his name is something.
Yes, that's his name. If you get this right, there's a bonus point involved.
Is it something Phelps?
It is.
Forgot. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you because you have the last name, Michael Phelps. The bonus point for this one is bonus point. How many medals did he win?
One more than the person in second place.
Oh my God. Just give me a fake number. Try. Try. Just guess.
14.
If you double that times 2, you would have gotten it right. It's 28. All right.
28. Okay.
Yeah. So no bonus point for you, but you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 right. You got 7 out of 10. Oh, 7 out of 9. So we still have one more question. I'll leave that one for last.
So the thing about your questions are they're probably a bit better than mine. Mine go to be a bit specific. Mine are based around. You'll see. You'll see.
Scared.
Okay.
I'm ready. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So because I guess you consider yourself a business savvy lady. Yeah. You were taught to understand those sort of things, and I consider you to be that way. Yeah. Oh, okay. You drink your drink there. Okay. So, first question: what is the highest grossing movie franchise?
Marvel.
Correct.
Yes.
No, you're right. No, Marvel. Well, hey! I don't want second guesses. This is very good. Good. Okay. So we'll carry on in the same fashion you did. We'll answer with a yes or no. What is the highest grossing video game franchise?
Fortnite?
No. Okay. No, it was actually Pokemon.
What? I would have never guessed that.
Okay. So, how much is the highest grossing movie franchise worth, or how much did they gross? So
like
how much did Marvel
$1 billion? They're like
is this no.
Hold on,
be serious.
How much is the highest grossing?
No, you can't be asking. That's not how the word. Yeah, just
Marvel said 2 billion.
No, 29 billion.
What? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah, that's how much that. Yeah. Okay.
That's the movies. That's like the paraphernalia. That's rides, and I can see that.
Yeah, but it can go up. Obviously, it can continue to grow. I would like you to turn Siri off because she's not allowed to answer any more questions.
Goodbye,
God. Yeah. Women always helping each other out. I like that.
Okay.
So now it's the same question. What is Pokemon worth as a franchise?
$15 billion?
No, 90.
90 or 19?
90 billion.
90 billion for friggin' Pokemon? Oh
wait. So they're all going in the same direction. So far you have got 2 out of 4. Okay, we're gonna carry on. Who owns Marvel? Wait. Who owns Marvel?
The guy that just died, right? The one that died.
Wait. No. Yes, correct. I knew it was a kind of a trick question.
Because they bought it. They bought it. Yeah.
They bought it. So what is Disney as a franchise? So the Disney franchise, what is it worth?
It's got to be like $1 trillion.
Is that your answer? Final answer? Well, they own Marvel. That's your benchmark. So they've got to be worth more than 30 billion if they own Marvel.
150 billion.
That is a very good estimation, but it's actually 180 billion.
What? I believe you though. Disney's everywhere. They got their own little. You can stream them now. They've got movies. They've got Marvel. They've got everything.
180 billion. So how old is Disney?
He died. So
no, not him. How old is Disney company?
Like in the 30s, right?
So Disney company is 100 years old this year. The 16th of October will mark the 100th year of Disney.
Really? Of course you would put Disney trivia in there. You did that on purpose.
Yeah. So then the other question.
Alex loves Disney.
I do. The other question is, how old is the Pokemon franchise? I like this.
Oh my God. Is this your favorite? Disney and Pokemon? This is your favorite?
These are 2 things that have been very prevalent in my life. Yeah.
Okay. You have to teach me about Pokemon because I just know you got to catch them all. I don't know anything else.
That's literally it. That's their slogan.
Okay. What was the question? How much?
How old is the Pokemon franchise?
30 years?
26 years.
I was close.
Very close.
I already feel like I'm losing. I'm losing.
No, it's fine. Last two questions. Where is the head office for Disney?
Florida.
I will accept that, but it's actually, if you'd said America, I would accept America. The head office is actually in California.
It's in California? Okay, so where Disneyland is located.
Correct, which is the third.
Okay. I don't accept that answer. I was wrong.
Where is the head office for Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Mm.
England.
No, Japan.
I can see that.
Okay.
So how bad did I do? Because I feel like I did not do well.
3.
Not even counting. Okay, so you got 7 right. Oh, 7.
As I said, mine were a bit more specific. 1,
3,
2.
like numbers. What? I feel like I gave you easy ones. Like what's the
Okay,
last
4.
one?
We're giving you 4 out of 10.
That's low.
But mine all had kind of it was all tied in because so Japan has an aging population, so they're actually there's more older people than there are younger people, and their population is slowly disappearing, and they use robots in their population to do things. So literally you'll have someone at home manning a robot that is serving someone in a restaurant because they have
that. I've seen footage of that.
So because they have an issue, they're developing a fix for the problem. Does that make sense? Whereas in America, you don't have that issue at the moment because you have a population that is kind of still steadily growing. Yeah. But at some point, the things that are being developed in other countries will affect your country.
Touche. So is that why you asked those questions? Because I know Pokemon is considered an anime, right? That's why you would say.
Yeah. Correct. And the reason I ask those questions is to show that something that's only been around for about 25 years, 26 years is already worth nearly more than an empire that's been building for over 100 years. The empire that's over 100 years is bricks, mortar, and all sorts of other land masses and everything, whereas Pokemon is built off of a digital background and then now has plushies, toys, and owns, obviously, land and stuff. So they've built from what they're kind of, it's showing that I believe in the future things are going to be more digital to the point where we sadly live online. That's the future of the human race if we carry on the way we're going.
I mean, so essentially they're technically worth more because they don't have to pay that many employees. They don't have to pay for their property, nothing, no property tax, because they're just digital. So
mostly, yes. Yeah. The only unique thing about
blown away in a hurricane?
Probably not. No. Yeah, that's something I worry about. I think I will be making the visit to Disney this year because it's 100 years of Disney. So I think they'll be doing something special in the parks. I'm surprised you've not noticed yourself yet.
Well, you know, I've been busy with real life. But what I will do is buy an annual pass this year, and I will go. I will go multiple times, especially during the Food and Wine Festival in Epcot. My favorite.
Well, I have fond memories of my sister. Pardon?
Epcot. You've been to the Food and Wine Festival, right?
No, I've never been to there. I have been to Mardi Gras and Universal, which is great, and the Butterfly Festival, but that's it.
None of those matter. You have to come to Epcot and go to the Food and Wine Festival. It is the best food you will ever have in your life. You
I don't drink. I don't drink.
The food is okay.
What type of food? See, I'm a fussy eater. Unfortunately, that's like something that's really bad about my life, my diet.
So it's food from all around the world. Every single country, they have like their representation of their signature dish, right? And you go.
Is it cooked by someone from their country, or is it cooked by someone?
So, like people that man that station are from that country, and it's authentic. It's not a joke. Like they'll give you escargot in France. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay, like Canada.
Haven't you got one more question for me so I can maybe get 8 out of 10 or whatever it is?
I do. Okay, so my last question.
Sorry for cutting you short. Sorry for cutting you short. I just, because obviously.
Let's do it. My last question is a what if. So I'm gonna play a video for you, and then I'll ask my question. Okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah.
Here we go.
That I'm going back. I'm getting sick. Me lo estoy comiendo todo. I'm eating all of it. You're gonna have to.
There we go.
You just work 12 hours outside and come home to this.
Well, I'm eating that. Come here. I'm eating that. I'm going back. I'm getting seconds. Me lo estoy comiendo todo. I'm eating all of it. You're going to have to stop me from eating the plate. Does that make sense? Back it open. The reason why is because when you work a 12-hour shift, right, it is absolutely draining. You don't want to do anything by the time you get home. So if you have a partner that cares about you enough, right, to after they're done with their job, they come home and they prepare you anything at all. It could be a plate of dirt. I would eat it and be grateful. Also, the thing is, Hamburger Helper is delicious. That's always been delicious. Hamburger Helper, ramen noodles, those things are still just tasty, good food anyway. So absolutely, I'm eating that. Also, the other alternative is nobody could make you any food when you get home from work. One time, I worked a 12-hour shift. I came home, right, to no food at all. I went to go lay down in my bed thinking, you know what, I'm just going to lay down and relax. And my dog pooped on my bed and I didn't know it. So I laid down all up in the poop. And I laid there for a while just in defeat at that point. So if I had a choice between that or some Hamburger Helper, I'm picking the Hamburger Helper every single time.
What a legend.
Have you seen him, Jordan the Stallion? Have you seen
No, I've not seen a lot. I've seen some things, but mate, I feel his pain. I did a whole Christmas in the hospitality industry, and I was managing front of house. So it was my job to make sure people left their tables pissed on time, so that other people could come into the restaurant. And this was a fully booked restaurant, probably one of the most. Yeah, it was a very stressful time, to the point where we were given 15 minutes to sit on a tub of Hellman's mayonnaise in the back and eat some food for our break, and the rest of the time we were on our feet. And we were on our feet from I probably got about maybe 12. It was definitely over a 12-hour shift. Everything over 12 hours. So 10 to gone 2 every day, kind of thing, and then up to do the same again the day after.
So you saw the video. My question from that was pretty much to sum it up. The guy comes home, he's complaining because I guess his wife made him Hamburger Helper and some bread. And he's like, guys, would you eat this after a 12-hour shift? Like, can you believe this is what she made me? And Jordan the Stallion responded, like, of course I would eat it. 12-hour shift, I'm exhausted. I would eat anything. So my question is, after a 12-hour shift, working that hard, that long, is that acceptable? Is that an acceptable meal? Would you eat that Hamburger Helper if that's what your spouse or your significant other made for you?
Yes. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, some of us have simple tastes as well. I'd be made up if I came home to a peanut butter sandwich. I'd be like, woohoo! Peanut butter sandwich. Can I have some crisps on that, please? That's kind of, yeah, I'm a happy guy because I don't.
A lot of men would disagree with you because.
Well, you know what they say.
A woman to work all day and then come home and then make.
Sorry, Shane. I'm going to say something very terrible.
They grew the potato and then they picked the potato and then they boiled it and then they shredded it and they mashed it. They did all that night, right? And they put butter and cheese and whatever in it. And they made homemade mashed potatoes and they grew the vegetables from their own garden, picked them, washed them, cooked them, sauteed them, flavored them. And they want a vegetable steak. They killed the cow after they got home from work. They want them to kill the cow, cut the meat, cook it, make them a fresh steak. Hear the cow still mooing. Hamburger Helper is not acceptable.
So, first of all, I'm a bit worried. If this woman is strong enough to be killing some cow, I do not want to be sharing no bed with her, because just in case I say the wrong thing at night. There you go, you're done. Yeah, she's got the strength to kill a cow. You be watching your back. No, I'm joking. I got a bit excited there. I think deep down, anything is nice. It's the thought that counts. That's how the world works. That's why, when you're driving past the gas station and you look over and look at the flowers and go, I should buy flowers. And then you get home and say, hey, I looked at flowers. I thought about buying them for you. It's the thought that counts. That's the same premise, I guess.
I suppose that. At least
no.
At least you thought.
I think it's acceptable. I do think it's acceptable to an extent because it's food, as long as it's sustenance and you're happy with it and it's kind of unwritten. But if you want to be accustomed to something else, I guess, yeah, if you want to be more, would you say more fussy about what you have?
You did say you were a fussy eater. You wouldn't.
I'm a fussy eater, but what I'm saying is, would you say that wanting more, or would you say you're being a little bit more fussy by requesting more things? Does that make sense? Not being happy.
For me, if I'm being honest, like if I was a guy, or even a girl, if I was a girl and I came home and I was hungry, I would probably eat anything that was cooked. Like, oh, it's cooked, I'm starving. But I don't think I would want Hamburger Helper every night, because Hamburger Helper is not technically healthy.
What is Hamburger Helper? Can you fill me in? Because I'm in England. I'm thinking it's like just some like 99p menu McDonald's hamburger, which, hey, some of us kind of live on sometimes anyway.
Oh, look here. Let me pause it for you. Here.
You just worked
bit of education.
Do you see this? Like, do you see it right here? There's like little noodles and like almost ground beef and stuff. So it's like a noodle packet with like almost like a seasoning flavoring to it, and then you add whatever meat. Usually it's like ground beef. You ground the beef, and then you add it to like this noodle and flavor mixture, and boom, there you go, Hamburger Helper. So it's like a quick meal. Like, okay, gotta make it.
So it's like ramen noodles with some sort of meat on top. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, kind of like that.
That sounds amazing. When can I have some? Please. Hey, I'd be happy if I came home to oven cooked corn dogs. Like I like simple things. I'm one of those people. Like Sadie cooks me loads of stuff. She's actually really good at cooking, and it's quite refreshing. But you know, it's a case of you're lucky, because sometimes people don't have anyone to come home to. Yeah, sometimes people don't even have that luxury. So I think, you know, you could work a 12-hour shift and come back to having to then feed and do everything as a single mum.
Or lay in dog crap.
Pardon? Yeah. But do you know what I mean? Like, or a single father. Like there's like, yeah, I think it's nice just having someone there. I think it's being able to be appreciative of that.
I agree with that, because there are single people who come home, they have to do all that work anyway, and they come home and there's no food. You have to be the one to cook everything. You're
making that Hamburger Helper for yourself, because that's the truth. Does that make sense? That's the truth of it all. We like to think we're amazing, but most of us won't actually even cook for ourselves.
You're kind of breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, now you're good.
Hey, it'll be the Tinterwebs. Don't worry. It's going down this year.
Well, that was it for me, though. That's all I had. So I guess you got that question right, in my opinion. I would think being appreciative is most important. So
yeah.
All right. Are we gonna be on to like the serious topics now?
Some of them, yeah, they sound pretty good.
I have a video, and I believe that you sent me this video. Yes, I think so.
No doubt. I send millions. We should actually open like a separate sort of channel, and people could just see the stuff that you get sent, and it might entertain people.
Every morning I wake up because Alex is in England. He's 5 hours ahead of me. So while I am still sleeping, he is.
We should have warned you.
I wake up to at least five every morning. But they're all good. They're all they make you think. You know, this one was. I'm gonna play it now. This one was actually quite interesting. Here we go.
That means you wanted to your best friend while you were dating your boyfriend.
Hold on, let me start from the beginning.
I'm single as of yesterday.
So you had a man before yesterday?
For 2 years. I'm not gonna lie, I got a dick appointment coming.
With who?
My best friend.
You were friends with this guy while you were dating your boyfriend?
I've been friends with him before I knew my ex, I guess now.
I'm so disappointed in you though.
Why?
You're going to go your best friend a day after breaking up with your boyfriend. That means you wanted to your best friend while you were dating your boyfriend.
It's kind of more complicated, like.
Can we stop pretending like having a guy best friend isn't a huge problem? That's like me going to my nutritionist and saying, all right, I'm gonna start the keto diet. Let's.
Hey, do you want to hear this guy? I didn't really like him. I can play him if you want.
I don't really like him either. Sorry, dude, if you're watching or you ever watch this, no diss to you. You're a cool man. Peace, love. But I don't want to hear his opinion right now. That's all.
So stupid. Okay. Sorry, guys.
No. We love you guys.
Something community. We don't care. Alrighty. So we're going to drop you now. So
Ciao.
pretty much what he said was like, if you have a pack of Oreos with you while you're working out, you can always just reach and eat an Oreo. I thought.
Hey, I'm not being funny. That is a very, very bad analogy. Yeah.
A terrible analogy. It's like you couldn't pick a better, like when people start a diet, when they come home, if other people live in the house that aren't on the diet, there's food in the house all the time that they could just reach and grab, but that doesn't mean they grab it. Like if you have a certain mentality and you have a certain thought process and you have a certain goal, you focus on that. You don't grab the food that's available to you. You stick with what you said internally that you were going to do, which is why like men and women could be best friends. But go ahead. I would love to hear your take on it.
It's a very tough one because it depends who you ask. Does that make sense? I think men and women can be friends, and I think it's just a case of the fact that it boils down to being human. Does that? I think we are able to differentiate between things that we want and so on and so forth. And I think everything's just a choice. So it's a choice of, am I going to value something more than something else? And everything's a trade-off, I believe, and that's what it comes down to. A friendship is a trade-off of things that. It's a weird one. I do think friends, women and men can be friends, definitely. Oh, I will keep on talking. Also, I believe that
I can hear you. Sorry.
I believe that people try and compare themselves to those friends, and that's where the trouble can come in, because they think that, oh well, I've got to be more like this person because he's obviously friends with that person, but that person's friend, or you're friends with that person because they tick that friendship box, not the. Does that make the everything else, or the relationship box, or the wife box? It's like you have a preconceived idea in your head, which really I don't even know where, most people don't even know where it comes from, do they? Have you ever really sat and thought, why the hell do I think that I need to be with someone like this, and this? And then also, do you ever sit and think, why do I actually get attracted to people that are like this, and this, and this? And yeah, it's very, very weird. And yeah, I started listening to the book that you sent me, and that's another thing to just weigh down my conscience and make me think of lots of things. No, it's horrible. It's horrible.
That book it's about you and you. It's not really about anybody else. It's you and you.
I fully understand it's about me and me, but it's still a bit deep.
It is deep. It is deep. I even made my son read it and listen to it because
you're terrible. Let him be a child. Let him enjoy his youth. Let him make mistakes instead of actually worrying about everything. It's a lot to think about.
So I will say this. Two things about this particular topic. I think it's totally possible if neither party is attracted to each other.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
If one person is attracted, I think that other person is always going to be waiting in the wings to be that sad shoulder to cry on. Oh, you broke up with your boyfriend. Oh, here, talk to me about it. And then, like, as soon as he gets like some type of go, oh, she's vulnerable. It's me. You've been waiting for me this whole time. Or like they're waiting for that moment to pounce. Now, if neither one of them are attracted to each other, I think best friends is totally possible. But a guy who's like almost like that simp nature, and he's best friends with the hot girl, no, he wants to be with her. There's nothing in him that wants to be friends with her. He wants to smash eventually. That's my opinion. And a girl, if she's like 400 pounds and not attractive, and she's best friends with a model, you really think if he was like, oh, it's always been you, you think she wouldn't go for it? You think she would say, no, I'm sorry, we're just friends? No, she's probably been attracted to him. She's always been attracted to him, and she was hoping that one day he will see her. That's what I think. But if two people are like, I don't see you like that, I never will, never have, never will, I totally think it could work. Absolutely.
That's pretty much, yeah, that's quite nail on the head. I guess it's a case of, I think you ask most guys, it's a case of, yeah, as long as you're not attracted to each other, things work out. But as soon as you stick, but that's it. So as soon as the attraction or any sort of feelings or anything come in other than friendship.
I
That's
had a
why
guy
guys
tell
are
me one
friends, because they
time-
don't want to. What? Sorry.
Huh? What'd you say?
Well, nothing.
I had a guy tell me one time that actually gave me a list of the reasons why he could never date me. It's like, I could only be your friend because of this and this and this and this and this. We used to hang out. We used to do stuff together. I'm like, oh, he only sees me as a friend. That's cool. One day he just ghosted me. He stopped talking to me. And I reached out, hey, is everything okay? Are you okay? Is everything okay? Everything okay? Then he finally admitted to me that he just couldn't be around me anymore because he wanted to be with me.
Oh my god, was he projecting then?
My thing is, like, if that was the truth, just be straight up about that. You want to be with me, and then we can kind of deal with whatever it is from there, from the truth. But you keep lying. What am I supposed to do with your lie? I'll take you at face value. You say you don't want to be with me. You could never see yourself with me. I'm okay, cool. We'll be friends, whatever. But you have a secret feeling for me and you don't tell me about it. How do I respond?
It's a tough one, isn't it? That's very weird. I guess just let them ghost you. You've lost nothing. Not in a horrible way.
But I do believe in having male friends. I have no problem with having male friends because I think they can give you perspectives that females can't. And I think
Correct.
Because a person has another sexual organ than you, that doesn't make them any less a great person. Like, in my opinion, to me, you're a wonderful person. I would not want to not know you. So I think that would be hard for me to be like, oh, I really enjoy talking to this person. I enjoy being around them, but I can't because they like me. No, I think that's where it comes in, like having conversations. Another conversation would be once you do have a significant other, how they feel about it. Like, you're my friend and you have a significant other, but if she wasn't okay with it, would you still be my friend?
Yes.
Because, some people, that's like a boundary for them. You can't have friends with them.
So I have asked the question to a few people this week, can guys and girls be friends? And most guys have actually said no. And it hasn't been for reasons that they've ever done anything or they've been promiscuous. It's been because partners have been jealous of the other female best friend. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But I know people who have successfully done it. My sister. Go on, who? My sister's one. She's had a friend and they've been friends since like grade school. They've only ever been friends. But she has very, very high standards, and so does he. And they neither one of those cross their boundaries. He's married, she's not, but they're still good friends. And she doesn't disrespect the boundaries of his marriage. But they're still kind of like buddies, They've always been. So
what I'm gonna say is, which category does your sister fall into?
I don't know.
Because you gave me a list of categories, did you not? So you need to go away and have a little think. Does she fall into any of those categories?
My sister is a whole different breed. She falls into no category. She is like a saint. Like, she's like the Mother Teresa. That
was more diplomatic than bloody Biden's been for his entire term. So that was quite impressive. Okay.
Like Princess Diana, Mother Teresa, not Princess Diana, because didn't she cheat on her husband?
We don't know, but her son is ginger and the other one is bald. So gives you
Ginger. Did you see the photo that was just released of her trainer?
Oh, we know it wasn't. No, because it might not have even been her trainer. We all think it was the military guy, the bodyguard, I think. Okay. But anyway, I don't think it was either, and I also think it happened because she was pregnant with Al Fayed's son, and then that would have given ties. Literally, could you imagine? Stepbrother to the King of England. What? Who just said what? Is that because they heard what I said?
Oh, they were listening.
Yeah, there's rumors. There was a rumor. Like, this is what I mean. Conspiracies are amazing. And if the rumors are there's rumors that she was pregnant with Al Fayed's son. And that couldn't happen. Does that make sense? Not to the royal family.
That makes sense, though. And you would know because you're British.
Oh, I wouldn't know nothing because I don't even live in England anymore because I don't want to get killed. Next minute, the British intelligence agency is on my door. Can you start spreading national secrets on live live. It's not even television, is it? Live internet.
I have a question. What's the difference between being English and being British? Or is it the same?
I don't even want to answer this question. So Britain is it's weird. We've got so many different names. So England is the name of the country that falls between Wales and Scotland. So you've got Scotland is above England. Wales is to the left of England. And then across the sea, you've got Ireland, which is then split into two countries, which is Northern Ireland, which is its own country, and then Ireland. But then Northern Ireland belongs to the UK. I really don't want to offend people here because we've got to be very careful because this kind of is borderline kind of. Have you ever looked into it? Have you ever actually looked into any of it?
We watch a lot.
We're a group, so basically, we're a group of nations that hate each other, but we're all united under the United Kingdom.
So kind of like America and their states.
Oh no, nothing like America. You are a country with United States.
I remember
we are all individual countries in our own right. We all are our own individual country, but we're all stuck together, whether we like it or not, for some reason. We don't get to be our own individual.
Part, and I know that Scotland and England used to fight a lot back and forth.
Yeah, and then people got lazy, so they don't do that anymore. Plus, the Romans built a wall for some reason.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it doesn't happen. I was for William Wallace.
Oh, I don't blame you. I'm all for Scotland having their independence. I think it would be great.
Freedom!
I think so. I think as soon as Scotland get their independence, I'll move to Scotland. I don't like England.
They still don't have
what? No, Scotland are part of the United Kingdom, just like Northern Ireland are part of the United Kingdom. But it's a case of some people want to be part of the UK and other people don't, and it's a case of who do you upset and who don't you upset. So things.
Did you ever see that movie called Tristan and Isolde?
Can't say I did. No.
Wait, what?
When did it come out?
Well, Tristan and Isolde is a story from your country in regards, it's almost like your version of Romeo and Juliet. Like they had a king that tried to unite all the nations.
Wait, did you just say, what do you mean our version of Romeo and Juliet? Please say that again.
Freaking Tristan and Isolde. Are you kidding?
Well, I need to draw attention to the fact that William Shakespeare is bloody British/English, so Romeo and Juliet is ours.
But Romeo and Juliet it's worldwide now, obviously.
Okay, but it's still ours. It was written by William Shakespeare, performed in the Globe Theatre in the heart of London during. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's not an English thing anymore. I'm sorry.
Hey, do you want to hear another conspiracy? Supposedly, William Shakespeare was a time traveler.
Along with Leonardo da Vinci?
Leonardo da Vinci went into like a random cave, supposedly, and then came out drawing random stuff, like he changed. But yeah, supposedly. But I don't think it is. I think just time a lot of things have been altered. We are told a lot of fibs that potentially aren't true. And there's untold things that go on. And as I say, my biggest one to say is, obviously, we all believe and trust the government have our best interests at heart, but even parents lie to their children. And I think the government's far worse than a parent.
Speaking of fibs, do you believe this one?
According to Elon Musk, the tech titan sharing a big...
Hold on, what happened?
This morning, a brain chip has been successfully implanted in a human, according to Elon Musk. The tech titan sharing a big breakthrough from his brain science startup company, Neuralink, saying it has implanted a device in a human for the first time, a possible step toward a product that Musk says enables control of your phone or computer and through them almost any device just by thinking.
Imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
Musk posting Monday, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. The initial results, he added, showed promising neuron spike detection, but Musk gave no additional details about the procedure, the patient, or the device the company implanted. Musk writing, initial users will be those who have lost the use of their limbs, discussing his vision for Neuralink back in 2019.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases, and ultimately to help secure humanity's future as a civilization.
For decades, scientists have worked on similar ideas for brain-computer interfaces. But for many, a microchip in the brain feels like something out of a movie. Like 2015's Kingsman: The Secret Service, where Samuel L. Jackson plays an eccentric billionaire who tries to control the world using neural implants.
Mankind is the virus, and I'm the cure.
As science fiction gets closer to reality, Musk is hoping a groundbreaking experimental device can help transform everyday lives.
Blew my mind when I saw that. And, I forgot about the Kingsman. Hollywood is so weirdly prophetic. It picks up on the strangest themes. Yeah. But, man, it's right there. So, but think about this. It's and what's great about Elon is, everybody's down on Elon. Everybody hates him. I love this guy. But the naivety to think.
Do you want to watch this part?
I haven't seen the whole video.
Okay.
So I haven't seen this.
I'll play it for you.
Think that he is going to create a technology that is going to be benevolently used is part of, that's the error. The fact of the matter is, this technology makes an antichrist salivate, because boy, could I do something with that. But quick reactions on this, Rick. We'll go around the horn here. Rick, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I felt like I was watching the beginning of some dystopian movie, maybe a new Terminator movie or something. I'm trying to figure out which one of my boys that I've raised is going to be John Connor and have to go defeat Skynet. But wow. And honestly, as you were talking about it right at the beginning, Lance, where I went was, if I'd been watching this 5 years ago, I'd have thought these guys were crazy. I said, that's a loony show. And here we are, man. It's really happening. And the hard part is, we're very much limited government people. So we don't want the government to go in and micromanage this stuff. We certainly don't want it to go in and control this stuff and then be able to use it as it wishes. So it's kind of like, what do you do? Where do you draw the line on these things? And at what point does the community get together and say there's some things that might go too far? I mean, I appreciate what Elon Musk is saying that he wants to do with it. And that makes sense in terms of people that are, have had severe accidents and that sort of thing. But wow, brother. I mean, this is biblical stuff we're talking about here.
I mean, it totally is. And it's always the same thing. There's always the humanitarian application.
That's the first time you've seen that whole video all the way through?
Yeah, it's just funny. Yes, it is. And it just makes my brain, it triggers me. Does that make sense? It makes me think. Mm-hmm. So I was anti-co, not meant to really talk about it, but I was anti some certain things, and I ended up getting vaccinated, but potentially if
Wait,
that
you did?
does,
I didn't know that you did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So but long story short, could you imagine that vaccination is a cause of strokes and people are having more strokes and so on and so forth because of it, which then leaves more people in the need of having an implant so they can control things because you've had a stroke and you no longer have use of your body. It's quite sad to just connect the dots that quickly, but that isn't even me. That's just my brain going there just after watching the rest of that video. That doesn't even mean that video is even real. And this is how easy it is to affect people's lives now. I think it's scary. But do you believe they've actually done an implant into someone's brain?
I do believe it because, I believe in the Bible. I believe in Revelations. I believe in the end times. And I know that actually is supposed to happen. So could they have this technology now? Sure, they could. I think conspiracy theory, I think they're hiding a lot from us.
Yeah, I think Walt Disney's still alive, but not cryogenically frozen. Yeah, I think, could you imagine Walt Disney was the first human being to have his brain uploaded? So his brain, everything was uploaded into a computer, like in the movie Transcendence with Johnny Depp, where he uploads his brain into. Anyway, long story short, until the human population gets to a point where they are.
Walt Disney got his brain uploaded?
No, he didn't. But could you imagine? He wasn't cryo-frozen because he was.
How have I not heard of this?
Have you not heard the rumor that he was cryogenically frozen?
I mean, I've heard that, yes. But I
well, he was. That's not true. He was cremated. But could you imagine we're at a point now where we are all starting to believe in lots of things that are possible, and uploading a human brain / consciousness is something that we have supposedly been able to do for a few years now?
I mean, friggin', they're talking about the aliens in Orlando. That happened a couple weeks ago, supposedly. Talking about the solar flares, talking about diseases now that are completely zombie sounding, apocalyptic. We're talking about world changing events as far as like earthquakes and like everything that they said. Pop AI is taking over. Everything that possibly could cause an apocalypse is freaking happening right now.
But so I'm gonna, maybe we all look at religion differently, yeah, and we all have our own views, and that's what this is for, just for sharing our own views. And I guess I kind of believe if things are really bad and inherently there is a creator that has created all, and blah, 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 and we are created in his image, we don't know what that creator is like. We don't even know if that's a singular creator or there's, anyway, we all have our own beliefs and we're all entitled to our own beliefs. I'm not trying to challenge anyone's beliefs or anything like that. But could you imagine that the ruling classes are literally the what are prophesized and written about, and they're losing control and grasp of everything as the people like ourselves are slowly starting to wake up and realize that we're being put in a system that is designed to enslave and entrap us on a daily basis?
You mean like the Matrix?
No, not even like the Matrix. It like life. We all have to believe in this construct that works, and this construct only works because we all believe in it. If we all stopped believing in it, then it doesn't work anymore.
And what do you think?
Yeah. The world would fall apart because human beings aren't actually capable of looking after and doing their own. They're not really designed to do their own thing. No one knows what to do anymore because they've removed us so far from what it is to really be able to function, and they've put us into this. Well, we live in this society / world that is, a lot of things are done for you. So, you know, look how far we come. We are having a chat halfway around the world when, you know, if we go back 60 to 80 years, you and I probably wouldn't even have known we existed. Does that make sense? You would have just gone about your life.
You think this video is a fart? No, we would have known each other. We would have just been pen pals.
But how? Because I probably never would have come to America. Does that make sense?
There were airplanes.
There were still airplanes and stuff, but I might have come by boat. But do you know what I mean? And yes, you would have been pals. And I think there's something nicer about that because there's a lot more effort, and people still can't even show up today just for a screen. Does that make sense? Like life is really, really like the essence of what makes this really nice is leaving and disappearing.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Leaving and disappearing where?
Really, real human interaction is vanishing. Being able to talk to others and care and be part of life is kind of slowly disappearing. We're all moving on to online. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think online was meant, and kind of like going back to Elon Musk's things, like I think it was meant for a greater purpose. Like people have never been so able to connect and yet still been so disconnected. Like we have the ability to reach out and just reach someone so quick. And before it was like, oh, you had to get on a horseback and deliver a letter, or, you know, like there was no, I could just call you or text you and boom, you're there. I mean, I can reach you in seconds and you're around the world. So it's easy to reach you, but people aren't even reaching out anymore. They're so absorbed, like self-absorbed now. It's more like a me, I.
But why? How do we explain that then? Does that make sense? How are we closer when we could? How are we further apart now when we have the ability to be much closer? What has happened? Why don't we care enough about each other anymore?
Why?
Well, yeah, like genuinely, why can we walk past people that are struggling because society said, well, they must be a bad person, that's why they're there? Why can we just walk past people in the street, which is something that you probably don't do? Why? Well, yeah, why do a lot of the things that are happening that probably, we all should maybe stop from happening still happens because nobody wants to do anything about these things? Why?
I'm not one of those people. If I see someone, like I remember leaving work the other day, and I was leaving work and I was walking to my car, and I see this girl sitting over like to the left of me as I walked past her, and I looked over and I was like, hi, and I looked at her, and then I kept walking, and then something registered. Check and see if she's okay, because she looked like maybe she had been crying or something. But I just said hi, and I kept walking. I stopped and I like took a backtrack and I looked at her. I was like, are you okay? I was like, do you need any help? And she was like, no, I'm okay. Thank you for asking though. So I didn't want to pry, I didn't want to push, but I was like, at least I'm going to check, because she looked like she was sitting, maybe even hiding, or maybe had been crying. I wasn't sure, but she looked like she wasn't okay. I was like, well, at least I'm going to ask. That's the least I can do. And anytime I see someone, if I'm on like a side street and someone's panhandling, they have a sign, I don't even care what the sign says. If you're out there and you're asking, number one, that is, to me, that's embarrassing. So like, if you have to be out there asking someone else for money, if I can do it, I'm going to give it to you, because you're out there. Obviously you need it. So if I have it, I'm going to give it.
Instead of giving them money, why aren't you thinking, I'll just have a conversation with them. I'll have a conversation with them again and slowly find out about that person. And then maybe try and find that person a way to make money, so they then no longer have to ask me. I know some of them are professional and they like to do it.
I don't know how they do it in England, but in America, like they're standing on the side of the street. I'm at a red light and they're like asking for money. I don't have time to pull over.
That's heavy.
Hey,
No. It's not like that yet. It's not like that yet.
Yeah, no, I don't have time. Like, hey, can we have a conversation? Can you tell me your story? I literally roll out the window. I have just enough time to like hand them a couple dollars. If I have cash, because normally you have a card only. If I have cash, I'm like, hand them, and I always grab their hand and I say, Jesus loves you. At least I can give them that. If it's for booze or drugs or whatever, that's on them. But at least I planted a seed, and that's how I see it. I gave them what I had, and hopefully them knowing Jesus loves them can help them get to a better life. But there's no time for, hey, let me pull over. Hey, did you want to go to have lunch? Did you want to? I had a girl.
I know. Okay.
In Tampa. And she came up to me, and like, I'm literally coming out of a store. She comes up to me when I'm getting in my car, and she's like, excuse me, ma'am. She's like, do you have any tampons? And I was like,
dang.
Like,
yeah.
Dang, because at the end of the day, you're still a woman. Whether you're in a house or on the street, you're mental.
Wait. Can I stop you there for a second?
What? Go ahead.
Can I stop you there for 1 second? So, you say at the end of the day, you're still a woman. Yeah. Well, not if she decided she wanted to be a man, she wouldn't. But we won't even.
That's not the point. Even if you decided.
But that is the point. That's how that's the definition, I guess, of being a woman, kind of thing.
No,
but then, I'll shut up. That's really bad. That's really bad.
That's not a definite. Because even if you're a woman and you still have a womb, you still have a menstrual cycle. So whether you dress up as a man, your period still comes once a month. So what I'm thinking about is like at home with a house and a potty and toilet paper and pads and tampons readily available to me. It's still an annoying thing once a month. I can't imagine living on the street and having the same clothes and not having access to buy the products to keep it off your body. Like, it's nasty. So I was like, I don't have any. I literally went to the store. I was like, if you give me just a moment, I'll go to the store and I'll grab you some. And I went to the store and I bought her some. No, it's not like that in America. I bought her some.
It's not like that over here either. But isn't it something that should be free? And by free, just a company that starts up and they provide it for a cost, but all the money and all the profit goes to just doing good things and bettering lives of other people. Does that make sense? Because at the end of the day, it's something that I guess you're forced to buy, and it's a bit. It should be, it should just be provided.
It's like food and gas. It's required. Unless you ride a bike, you need to buy gas. You have to have it as a woman, as a woman with a womb. So, but yeah, no. If I see someone, I'm gonna try. I try my best to connect with people, but it's definitely a lost art. But I personally feel that people are the most valuable commodity in the world, on the planet. Because at the end of the day, and this is the question I always ask, and we can end with this because I know we've been talking about this as well. At the end of the day, Alex, if you had all the money in the world, all of it, you had unlimited sources, unlimited funds, but there was no one else that lived on the planet. It was just you and all the money. How valuable is that money?
If it's kind of like smooth, you could use it, and it's soft. You could use it as toilet paper. But other than that, it's got no. If it's coarse or plastic, you're really screwed. It's like, oh well, this is great. I can't even burn it; it'll just kill me. It's toxic. To be honest, yeah, it's not valuable at all. Everybody knows this, but unfortunately, we give it its power, and that's literally what I was saying about society. If we stopped taking part, it falls apart.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, the most valuable thing is human beings. You care about money when you care about the people you can spend it with or on.
Yep.
And there's so many wealthy people that are so miserable because they have no friends, they have no family. They're just sitting in there like Scrooge McDuck. Remember that cartoon? He just had all his money and he was just by himself.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I'd still have all that money and be by myself. I could buy friends.
No, you wouldn't. You know why? I know you wouldn't, because you personally told me, you said, if I made a certain amount of money, I would only need this much to live on. I would take the rest of the money and I would pay my friends' bills so they could have a chance to be free. And we could just
everyone would eat, because that's what life's about. I think once you reach a level of comfort, pass the comfort on in a way. Does that make sense? If you can afford to make other people's lives comfortable, why do you need to be super comfortable? Why do you need to worry, or why are you putting money away? I know it's sad, but we're putting money away for a rainy day or for retirement and stuff. But at the end of the day, maybe make someone else's life comfortable. Does that, instead of worrying about your future comfort? There's people that are struggling now.
That's a good point. I do believe in like setting up a legacy for your children, though. That to me is important.
You gave them life. That is the only legacy they need.
No, that's even biblical. You're supposed to leave a legacy for your kids. So I would definitely do that. But if I'm like that now.
Be done with it.
Even back when I was like a single mom and I got a tax return, I would literally give like every single sibling money. I would give my parents money. I was like, I have more than enough. Here, guys, share. And I would just give money away. I'm very much like that. To me, money is not valuable. It is people that are valuable. I want to make sure my family, if I was a millionaire, if I'm a billionaire, my family, they're millionaires too. They're billionaires too. Like they would not have to worry for anything, because I'm not like a money hungry person. I don't care about money. I care about experiences, making memories, and the people I love. That's the most important.
That's fair.
Thank you.
That easy to talk about money when it's yeah. It only becomes an issue when you have it, I guess.
No, it's a big issue when you don't have it too. Like they're trying to raise never mind. That's a whole different issue. Is there anything you want to close with?
No,
Alex, I grew up very poor. Very poor. Very poor. My mom stayed home. My dad was the only one that worked, and we had 5 kids. 5.
That was because that was 10. I'm onto it. That was double. 5 kids. That's I understand.
Very, very poor. Like
maybe that's another show. Maybe that's another show. But
that'll be the next show. We'll talk about what it's like to grow up poor.
I don't think I would have been classed as growing up poor, to be honest.
I know. I can tell.
But then I guess, it's all.
It makes you work harder because you never want to go back. You never want to.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's true.
You want to struggle again. You never want to worry about where you're gonna get your next meal, if the lights can be turned on. Well, I'll tell you one thing. When we were younger and like the lights would go, electricity would go out, we would play a game. I didn't know it was a game at the time. It was like, oh, let's light candles and we'll do like a campfire in the house and we'll tell stories. It was so cool. I did not know that we just couldn't afford to pay the bill.
Did anybody else know, or was it just you that didn't know?
No, we were young. We were just like, oh, we're gonna do a candle night, yay! No idea. But like, I love that my parents made it fun. You know, they made it fun. And now, like looking, like in retrospect, I am much happy that I had both parents living in the house and we had a healthy family versus being rich in my parents. I never saw my parents. You know, we had a really
rich is it's you determine your own richness. So yes, you were very rich growing up. Very.
And I think about that now because I wanted to work so hard. I was like, I never want my son, you know, because when you get to the age where you go to school, you start comparing your life to other kids, and you're like, oh, dang, is that how other people live? Like, I had no idea.
So
but I was like,
society.
I never wanted, exactly. I never wanted my son to struggle. I never wanted him to be without. But again, I only have one child, and he's very well taken care of. But he is such a spoiled person. And I was like, if I could go back to do it again, like go back to him being reborn, I would raise him to where he had to earn things. Where I didn't just give him anything he wanted. Because my thought process, I struggled. I don't want him to have to. But oh my God, I would totally make him struggle. Like I would make him earn things. You need to understand what it feels like to have to work for something. Because now he's like, I asked for it, I get it. No one tells him no. Because he was born the first grandchild. His grandparents gave him anything he wanted. He's the only nephew of 5. I'm sorry. He's the only nephew on his dad's side and on his mom's side. Only nephew of 10 aunts and uncles, or 8 because we're his parents. But 2 parents, 8 aunts and uncles, and 4 grandparents. He did not want for anything because he was the only grandkid. The only
for nephew. How long?
For 7 years. He does not know what no means. He didn't know. I would say no. He'd be like, what does that word mean? Huh? Anything he wanted, it was almost like people tried to outdo each other for Christmas because he was the only kid. Oh, I got him this. I got him this. I got him this. Oh, I got him this. It was like he didn't even know. He didn't know what struggle meant. He doesn't understand. I had to like tell him stories and show him pictures of kids in Africa. Like, you know, there are kids who can't afford to eat every day.
Hey, you can send it. Well, you can send him here at 18, and then he'll definitely understand what it's like to not have any money.
But yeah, but I think everyone needs to kind of experience that. I think people need to understand what it feels like to work for something, not have everything handed to you, because that's not what real life is like. In real life, you step out there, you're 18, you have to work. It doesn't get handed to you. So.
But what if you do that, and then life has a funny way of sorting itself out. Does that make sense?
I'm not saying not being there for your children, but not just giving them everything for no reason. Like, make them earn it. You'll see. You'll see.
I'll see.
When you have your first little Alex, you'll see.
No, I don't think I'll be having children. Well, we'll see. It might be, maybe one day, but it's not something that's on my mind. Not with the state of the world. It's not. Yeah. It's not fair.
You mean with them brain chipping people?
Yeah, with them brain chipping people.
All right. Well, that's all I got for tonight. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about or add before we?
Yeah, don't make me look bad in any of these edits. Thank you very much.
Smile really quick. Let me see you smile. Perfect. You're going to like that in all the edits.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Good night. God bless. Take care.
Good night. Thank you everyone for joining. How soon? Like, when can they see us again? For people who
I thought we were going to try and do it fortnightly.
Fortnight. So a fortnight, in my English accent, which Alex hates, is every 2 weeks. Yes. People
know that, don't they? Or is that not something they?
That's something if they read Shakespeare or watch or Jane Austen. It's not a fortnight.
If they actually understand the language, they butcher.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yes, we're English. We don't speak the Queen's English.
That's the King's English now. Thank you very much.
So a fortnight.
God rest his soul. Long live King Charles.
So that means we'll see you guys back in 2 weeks.
Also, if you want to watch something, because obviously I I do a little bit of extra work and I do that kind of stuff. A new TV show has come out called Go Ed, and it's actually based on kind of where I'm from. So it's on ITVX. It's called Go Ed. I will send you a link.
GOED, Go Ed?
No, just GWED, Go Ed.
Oh.
But I don't know. It's just got to. You'll see. I'll send you it over, and you'll be able to look it up.
Okay. Yes, Alex is an
It'll be a
actor.
possible. No, I'm not an actor. Don't say that. I'm aspiring would be the only word you could put there. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, you've been acting like you actually enjoy my company for lots of years. So he's a good actor.
Oh, wow. You got to be nice.
Well, I'll let you go to sleep now. I know it's time. What time is it over there?
12:30.
So for all of you Americans who don't know, 12:30 means 12:30.
What else would it mean?
I'm just being silly at
So,
this
so halfway. So obviously every hour is broken into 60 minutes. Half of 60 minutes would be 30 minutes. So it'd be 12:30.
So just to clear it up. So if it's 12:15, you would say 12:15.
Yeah, 12:15.
12:45, you would say.
We'd say 1:45.
1:45. I thought so. Okay. So
we are very odd. We are very odd.
12. Okay. All right. I got you. We're on the same page.
Amazing.
I'll see you again in a fortnight.
See you in a fortnight. Toodle pip. Bye.
Wait, Toodle Pit. What?
Toodle pip. Look it up. That's some homework for you. Toodle pip. Bye. Yeah.
Bye. Have a great night, everyone. I hope to see you soon. Hope you enjoy the show, and we'll catch you soon. 2 weeks from now. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can get any notifications when we post something new. All right. Have a great evening. Bye.